Bienvenido, welcome. I'm your favorite hobby tourist. Hope you're having a wonderful day today. Oh, actually, you know what? Let me turn on my light. There we go. There's a little bit more lighting. How do I look? Do I look okay? Nah, messing with you guys. I don't really care. But either way, how are you guys? I know. Yesterday I didn't stream. You were like, what? What happened? I know. Like, and also, if you didn't notice, I'm streaming later. Bingo started school. So that was a big change. I was like, oh no, Bingo started school, which is fine. She's so excited. She loves school. Super excited to see her friends again, hanging out, new teacher, all that wonderful stuff. But I will have to change the timing, obviously, just because it's like, well, hold up. If Bingo started school again, now I got to switch the timing a little bit. So I'm going to be starting around this time, 12 o'clock, 12 p.m. Eastern time, I don't know what time it is for you guys with your time zones, but I had to, like I said, I had to slide it over a few hours later than I was doing before. I love working early in the morning, but just because I had to drop off Bingo, and then because of that, kind of like it's like right in the middle of that, around that time zone, that time I do stuff. And then I was like, I'm actually taking advantage of like doing all my office work at the time now. So I was like, okay, so I drop off Bingo, do some work. And then now I get to hang out with you guys, and I'm pretty much like free after I pick up Bingo, which is like perfect for me. And then later at night, I'll work again, obviously. But either way, how are you guys? Oh, wait, actually, before I'm like all over the place today because I was like a little excited. I go like, wow, I want to do this. I want to jump on stream with you guys. AOG, Mr. Ghost, Ripper Gamer, Roranora, Solaris, MS4E, Dragon Spiral. Hope you all having a wonderful day today. First, did you see the thing I sent to you on Discord? I did, and I made another one. Because I told you before, I do want people to be able to use Oni Boi in other stuff. So I actually made one. I just haven't signed it. I had to sign it and send it to you so you could actually use it, okay? Just because the one you have is very, how can I say, like, not that it's like informal, but I need more information for an actual document. You know what I mean? So I made another one. Don't worry, I will send it. Here, I'm gonna like write it down on something, just so I don't forget. Here, I'll write it down on a piece of paper. Hold up. Oh, actually, before that, I know I'm like all over the place today. If you want to see, so I've mentioned before, whenever like Bingo has school and stuff, I like throwing in like a doodle into her lunch. And I happen to have one, the one from yesterday. So this is a doodle of, I threw that in her lunch. It's like a little doodle of Bingo that I did of her. And I throw it in her lunch, and then like she gets to have it. She always likes them. I've been doing it literally since the very first day of her school, like since preschool. So since preschool, I've been throwing in little doodles for her. And I have like that. I'm like over 1,000 for sure. Can me show you my cool Roblox? Yeah, of course. You could drop it in. I'm playing Ratchet and Clank. Ooh, very nice. You're starting school soon. Why are you so sad though? I love school. I think, well, okay, that's a lie. It's not that I like school. I guess it depends. I love college. College I enjoyed. High school is very boring for me. The only thing I actually enjoyed about high school was my friends. Hang out with my friends. But I thought it was really boring. So, okay, I was going to send, Mr. Ghost, send doc. Okay, I will send that later, okay? Like maybe after, well, no, not after stream. Because after stream, I'm gonna go pick up Bingo. But later, okay? No joke. I have it right here, piece of paper. I'll put it over here off to the side so I remember when I get back to work. I'm like, oh, I need to send this to Mr. Ghost. All right. So don't worry. I will send you an actual document because I want to actually make a 3D model of Oni Boi, and I want to have it available for all you guys. For anyone who wants to use it, I want to have it on the website, all that good stuff. So then you guys like, oh, I want to use it. Like I saw it. I got the idea from someone else, actually. Another YouTuber. He does that. And I'm like, oh, that's such a good idea. His is like a little robot dude. There's like a TV head. And he just has it available for anyone who wants to use. Do I need an adult? No. It's literally just a document that says you can't use it for any adult content or anything like that. That's all. It's pretty much just saying don't use it, don't do this. You know what I mean? That's all it is. It's like you're allowed to use it as long as you don't do this. It's just like more like a legal version of it. And the other thing is, with that, let's say someone does use it for something illegal, I could say, hey, can you please remove that? And they would have to remove it. You understand? Like they'd have to remove my character if they did something that was inappropriate with him. It's just like a way legally, so I don't want them to use it. You know what I mean? So if I'm like, oh, hold up, you're doing stuff that's not okay, I don't want you to do that. You understand what I mean? Just because I want Oni Boi to be more kid friendly. That's like what I want to use him for. And I do eventually want to do more things with him. Yes, it's my face. You know, I don't mind showing my face, but I love cartoons and I want him to be part of it. I want him to be like, I don't know, my Mickey Mouse, I guess. If I'm doing it in that way, like Disney version, he's like my Mickey Mouse. That's what I want to be. But let's see. MS4E, by the way, it's not going to be really that bad. But in my first year of doing homeschool, because my whole life I got public school. Interesting. You know, I have my thoughts on homeschool. Me and my fiance have talked about it before. For bingo, like we were actually talking about, we're like, oh, should we do homeschool for bingo? We thought about it, but like because she's such a social person, we're like that would be not the best idea, you know. And we were like, right now, sorry, hit the mic. We were like, oh, I think homeschool is really good, right? I think it's really good for self-motivated people. You know, for people who are self-motivated and I think that just works really well. But one thing to keep in mind, if you're doing homeschool, you need to do things that are social outside of school, right? Because since you're not getting the social activity that you normally get at home, like at school, you have to actually actively go out and get the social activity, you know? So, and I don't know, let's say joining a club, doing sports, stuff like that. That would be great. I'm just saying for your mental health, I highly, highly recommend doing that. You're like, oh, okay. Like, let me do some kind of sport, join a club. You know, I remember I went to, me and Bingo were talking about starting a zine club, you know, so we might do that. That might be like a cute thing we could do. Because we saw there's like a zine club, not too like online. There's like a zine club. Like, oh, that's cute. And I was like, that's a cute idea. So we might do that. She was saying maybe we could do that in her school. I was seeing about even talking to her teachers, starting a zine club. It's like show up, I don't know, once a week or something, or once a month even. Like, hey, once a month, let's make a little zine, like a little comics or whatever they want to do. And I was like, that's such a fun way of socializing, having fun and doing stuff. But yeah, if you're going to do homeschool, highly recommend, don't be just, oh, I'm just at home all the time. Because I feel like I would have been one of those kids. If I would have done homeschool, I would have been home all the time. Let's see. I'm going to go back. Rono, I have an idea for you to draw. I'm going to put it in the change. Yeah, of course. Oh, you're going to change the monster trio. Oh, whoa. That's that's crazy. My game will be for 15 plus. Okay. Yeah, I'm just saying, like, that's fine if it's 15 plus, just as long as my character doesn't do inappropriate stuff. And Sony Boy, one question. Is there an expiration date on the contract? No. There will not be an expiration date for the contract. Because that's why I'm making it that way. I'm making it in a way, it's like you guys could do, as long as you don't break those rules, it's fine. That's what I want to do with this. So I want to have it ready. I'm going to have like a thing. Like I said, I want to have like a 3D model. I want to have some like 2D art just made like a package. So you guys could use it if you want. You know, that's my thought process for it. MS4E, me and my cousin are planning on making an art project. He wants to make a Foxy from Five Nights at Freddy's. Oh, that's cool. I remember me and my nephew, I helped my nephew make an arm cannon for Mega Man. Yeah, like he did like a cosplay for like Mega Man, and I helped him with the arm cannon. It was very fun. So that is a cool one. So I'm removing Ripperoo from my game and adding another character. Oh, wait, why? What happened? Why are you removing Ripper? Did they not? Does the Ripper not want to be in it anymore? It's fine if they don't. I was just curious. And hello, Isabel. I did not. I saw the name pop up, but I was like still in the middle of talking because copyright. Okay, that's fine. Okay, let's. Oh, I still haven't even done the 3 emojis. I've been yapping this whole time. You're copyrighted. Well, I know, but you like you're saying so you're copyrighted. But are you not giving them? You're not giving OG Mr. Ghost? He's using it from Crash. Oh, okay. So it's not your character. I understand. I thought it was your character, Ripper. I thought it was like a character that you own, like because you, so I understand. You're just using a character from something else. It's like so you're saying the character is copyrighted, so you can't use it. Ah. Okay. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. Because I was like, what do you mean it's copyright? I was like, you copyright? That's not a big deal. I'm going to draw the character now, probably. Yeah, go for it. I'm watching you live stream on my phone and TV. Oh, thank you so much, Isabel. That's very kind. All right, I'm going to jump into the doodle. I don't know if you guys remember, we were doing Singularity, right? Singularity from Death by Daylight. It was an interesting concept because originally I was like, what are we going to do? So if you guys remember the first one, the baby one, this guy, this dude here, I'll do this one, right? The baby one is like the one, it's just stealing little things. It stole this. It's going to have paint on it as well. The paint from Palamut. And then this one, it no longer steals stuff. What it is, it's actually been able to imitate. Right? So this one is very like, it's like passionate. It's like, oh, I'm so excited. There's a little bit of a brute going around, smacking things, breaking stuff. Where this one's more of like a gentleman, like a little more gentleman, like a type character. Yeah, I thought about it and I won't do the 3rd competition for now. Oh no, okay. And so Dead by Daylight added a new game mode. You want to know how much? Oh, really? Put me into a game house. Oh, what does it do? So what's the deal? Oh, so you're locked in a house and it's like one villain versus 3 people. I like it. Oh, again, I keep forgetting to mention about the 3 emojis. So anyone who doesn't know, if you're watching the stream later on, you're more than allowed to play along. Okay. So I want to see 3 emojis. Okay. Not 1, not 2, 3 emojis describing how your day has been, something you're really excited about. Like right now, I'm like really excited to be able to stream and hang out with you guys. Yesterday, I was like so burnt out. I was just like working all morning, so like, did the bingo stuff. Before that, I was cleaning my car. I know you're like, this is funny. Well, just because we go to the beach a lot, so it's like full of sand. And we're like, oh, sorry, hold up. I gotta clean this car. This is getting ridiculous. So I was cleaning my car on the weekend. Took bingo to school, was working all morning. And then I was like, I was gonna stream and I was like, I'm burnt out. I think I'm allowed a break. I'm allowed to not go on. Let's see. MS4, I'm glad I have multiple things to do after school, like art, sewing, gaming, yeah, those are all awesome. Call friends, go on walks, hang out. Yeah, that's actually really fun. But don't forget, like I know you said call your friends, but do the stuff with your friends too. You're like, hey, like tell your friends, oh, you want to like sew together. You want to make like a sculpture, stuff like that. I think that's fun. I remember trying, me and my like 2 of my sisters, right? I'm the youngest of 7. I mentioned this before, but I have 2 sisters, and we talked about doing like an art thing every once in a while. We were supposed to do it once a month. We did it like twice. And then it just fell through, and I was like, okay, whatever. I thought it was a neat idea. It's like, hey, we can do it once a month. We'll do some like art project online or something. We were gonna do like a painting or something together, but digitally. And they just like, well, we ended up like canceling it. I was like, all right, fine. I was down for it, but they ended up canceling it. I'm still down to do it, but anyways, why is there? Okay, I love living here in Florida, but one thing I do not enjoy is gnats. I keep seeing gnats all over the place here, and they keep getting into my house. They get into my house as like little naps. You know, they don't bother. Like, they don't really do anything, but they're still annoying. Good evening. Hey, dragon. I redid my Ripper skin, the one you did, because it didn't fit the new character. Oh, okay. I'll send it to you. Yeah, please do. So wait. So what is that dragon? I don't know what that is. It's like a blue thing. What is that? Let me check on the. Huh? I don't know what that is. I don't know. I have no clue what you put, dragon. And then MS4E with the idea of the acting. Oh, acting and a person. Oh, you're gonna like act something out? That'd be kind of fun. Let's see. Isabel, I'm going to Diego River High School. Oh, don't try not to dox yourself. So I'm gonna remove that one. Just because I don't want people to know where you are. You know what I mean? I mean, it's nice that you're sharing that, but try not to share that kind of stuff, okay? Just saying. Here, let me. Or can you do it? Just because I don't want there. Yeah, I got rid of it. Sorry. It's just like I'd rather not you don't share that kind of stuff. You know, just for your guys' safety. I'd rather you guys don't share like personal stuff like, oh, where I am and stuff. Can you look at Discord? Yeah, I'll check it out. We haven't even started, so it's not like a big deal. All right, let's see. Oh, okay. What is it? Oh, it's just like he's like slightly different. He's like a dinosaur dude. Oh, okay. I like that. Hey, you still kept it. I like that you still kept like the chocolate theme, but you added in what is that? It's like a frosting. It's like a frosting with sprinkles. I like that. That's actually a cute idea. I like that a lot, actually. That's actually a fun. That's fun. I like that. Dragon. Haven't streamed in a week and a half. Oh, I know. Like, see, I missed one day and I'm like, oh my God, I just felt odd. You know? I felt so odd that I didn't stream yesterday, but I was like, oh, I'm so burnt out. I'm not up to it. I was like I said, I was with work and I was talking to a bunch of people yesterday and I was like, oof. I normally don't talk to that many people in my day to day, but I was talking to a bunch of people yesterday for work related stuff. Like I said, I don't mind talking to people, but it is draining. It can be draining, especially if it's not like your topic. You know what I mean? For obviously like this, I love art, I love games, and I love all this stuff. That's easy to talk. I could probably talk for hours doing this. I could probably do like 3-4 hour streams without too much worry. Where like with work, it's work. Yeah, it's work, and I'm not one of those naturally. It doesn't it doesn't energize me to talk to people about stuff. MS4E, I had an idea, or make a cosplay myself, since my cousin's making a cosplay. In these circle cases to get. Oh, that's cool. I actually have little LEDs on my desk. You guys can't really see them. Actually, could you? Where's the? I don't know, like a little remote. I don't know where it is. I was gonna see if you could see the LEDs. I could turn it on for you. I know I have it somewhere. Where did I drop it? Since I never turned them on. Oh, here it is. Oh shit. I never turned them on. Just for funsies, I can show you. You see it? Yeah, I'll turn it. See? I have like, I never use it though. It's just neat that I have it. I've never used. I think I've turned it on like once. Anyways, just random. You notice I'm all over the place today. Do you like Rebex? Is that the character's name? Oh, yeah, he's cool. I think it's cool. So you guys just made it up? He has good lore. He is connected to another character from my game. Oh, okay. I love LED so much, especially at night. Yeah, because like It's bright. I have like a huge light over me. At night, I could probably do it, but I don't do night streams. I probably should though, but I wouldn't be talking. I wouldn't be able to talk with you guys just because everyone's asleep, and that's really rude. At least for me, I think that'd be rude, and my voice echoes like crazy. Do you only see? No, I saw both. I saw both. I saw the greenish one, and I saw the skin. I love Revik's name more than Ruthvik. Oh, it's cool though. It's definitely interesting. I think the character's cool. So you guys just made him up. So what's his deal? I'm just curious. Since he has like the toxic tongue, he looks like a Frankenstein a little bit. You know, he looks like an amalgamation, one of those types. If you haven't noticed, I'm not like too worried about chatting today, just because I know we don't have like too much to do. No, me. Oh, you made it up. Oh, okay. Well, I thought it was like Ripper's character. I thought it was Ripper's character, or is it not Ripper's character? Where's my? Here it is. An original OG, Mr. Ghost. Oh, okay, all right. I like it. I love that. I love original characters. They're so fun. I mean, it is fun to get a character that's already made. Like I was talking to Bingo, my fiance, the other day. We were watching that movie Descendants, and I was like, oh, it'd be so fun to write a story based on like the Mad Hatter, Wonderland. My fiance, she's not a big fan of Wonderland just because it's so nonsensical. Everything, like just the whole world is nonsensical. I think it can be fun because it's supposed to be a dream. It's supposed to be nonsensical. It's my character a little bit. Since it looks like me a little. Yeah, no, I know. I see. Obviously, it's highly inspired by, right? All right, let's do this. But I think it's like a fun exercise to grab characters that already exist and then just play with them and be able to modify them in a way. And I was like, ooh, that'd be fun doing like my own take on Alice in Wonderland. That's what Spirited Away is. I don't know if you guys know Spirited Away from Ghibli or Ghibli, Studio Ghibli. The whole thing, like Spirited Away, is based on it's Hayao Miyazaki's take on Alice in Wonderland, based on Australia. Oh, really? That's interesting. I didn't know he was based on Australia. That's kind of cool. Why? What was the inspiration for that? Why? Any particular reason why it was based on Australia? And what's the new one? What's the new one based on? Oh, true. Kangaroos are only in Australia, right? I don't think there's any other place that has kangaroos. I didn't even think about that. You're right. Huh. I didn't even think about it. You're right. Kangaroos are only in Australia, naturally. Not counting zoos, obviously. Fun fact, did you know that there are hippopotamuses in what is this place called? Colombia. Do you guys know that? Just because of some crazy guy. He brought a bunch of them from Africa, and now like they're just loose. They're loose and they had babies and they're just all over the place. I was like, there's not like that many, but there's still like a few, which is kind of insane that there's Colombian hippopotamuses. He is created by Dr. Toxic. He originally wanted him as a pet. He needed an animal fast like a kangaroo and strong like an alligator, royal like a dog. And he can combine the three. Oh, I like that. That's actually a really cute idea. I like that actually a lot. Now let's do this. I'm just like going over it. Ooh, let's do, what color is this? Like this? Should it be light? I'm like thinking, should it be light? I think so. Let's go with a lighter color for the inside of the mouth. Right? We're just doing the flats. If you guys are curious, that is what I'm doing. I am going to steal this one and then let's go with like a wider. That is like a fun fact. So whenever you're doing something, right, you don't want to use white, like pure white or pure black. if you're coloring something. You usually want to do a slight difference. And if you're doing like teeth and eyes, you want them to be the same, right? You want eyes and teeth to be the same. So like, okay, for example, obviously I'm using yellow. Yes, it's the glasses. Yellow for the eyes, the eye area. If I chose a different color, let's go like green, it would look a little gross, right? Even if I go with more white, let's go say like more white, it's still, it looks off because of the tone, the hue. The hue is slightly off. Just a little tip. Little tip. All right, let's do that. Continue that. He's looking so cute. I think he's such an adorable little character, right? At least for me. OG Mr. Gross. Originally, it was a farm animal, but because Dr. Toxic used radioactive energy, became smarter and smarter, and he learned to talk, and he became his assistant, not his pet anymore. Oh, I like that. That's actually a really good idea of having it be his assistant. Just because like, oh, I accidentally made him a little too smart. Might as well use him as an assistant. I like that that dynamic, and it's actually really easy to build upon that. Just because from assistant you could even have it like in certain moments maybe he's better than him. You know, I don't know if you want to do that, but you could do that in certain particular moments. Like, oh wait, this guy is actually smarter than Dr. Toxic in this particular topic. Like perhaps he's just like really likes this topic and is like, oh, or maybe he's just better at certain things. I think they did that really well in Bleach. I don't know if you guys remember the what's his name? The cloth guy, the guy had the store. I don't know if you guys know in Bleach. There's this guy who owns a store. He used to be a scientist. And his assistant was this other guy who later on is the one you first see when you first see the series. You're like, oh, that's a scientist character. But then you find out, no, his boss used to be the other guy. You're like, oh. So the assistant ended up replacing his old boss. I'm like, I like that. That is such a good, easy way of storytelling. Here we go. I think this is solid. What do you guys think? He is completely artificial. No animals were harmed in his creation. Ah, okay. And hello, the great Atlas. Welcome in. It is always a pleasure to have you in here. I mean, I'm always happy to hang out with you guys. I think it's really nice. Actually, I want to play with this one. I want a different color for this one. Let's go like a redder tone. No, let's do like a darker. Redder, but also darker. Just because I want a little more variety. He is like a hodgepodge of different characters, right? Okay. So we did this. Like I said, I'm going to keep the scarf. I like the scarf. I like the body. But I think I'm going to change other colors too. So if you're curious, like how to do a bunch of colors. So normally I like 3 to 5 colors. 3 to 5. Right. I like 3 to 5 colors on my things. But I'll do like one primary. Right. In this case, the primary is this pinkish. It's more like what is this color? It's like a really dark magenta. It's not like a fuchsia. It's not quite fuchsia, but it is pretty dark. And then I have my secondary as this kind of like grayed out seafoam, aqua color, whatever it is. I don't know what color this is, but it's like kind of like grayed out, right? And then I have this as like a highlight, the yellows. But you are able to use other colors, but you want to use them kind of like branching off of the other colors. You understand what I mean? So you don't want to have like too many colors. You have like too many things, then it gets crazier. All right, so let's do it. Just because like visually your eyes get tired when you're looking at something like, oh. All right, so let's do this. Add that in. So I think, oh, you know what I should do? I'm getting darker for the top area. So I'm going to go with a darker hue. Ooh, I like that already. It already changed, for me at least. You guys are like, You guys like, it doesn't really matter. It matters to me. I enjoy it. So let's do that. Just like I want a little bit of a difference, right? Yes. All right, let's see. MS4E, more in the future. I plan to make my own object show because I'm obsessed with object shows, and usually me and my friends roleplay the lore. I make up for the characters a lot of lore. Oh, what do you mean like object? I don't get what you mean like object show. I don't know what you mean like in the context of that. And then OG Mr. Ghost, Dr. Toxic used the 3 animal DNA in his DNA radiant energy to make him the yellow crystal. Oh, okay, cool. Kind of like beat. Oh, okay. I know. Okay, I know what you're talking about. I have seen that one. It was pretty much because of you. I saw what that was. BFDI. I remember. Oh wait, I remember watching that after you mentioned it to me last time. I think it was a while ago. You mentioned it to me, but still, I was like, oh, okay. Ooh, you know, I don't know if you've ever seen this. I saw this like a while ago. Someone did a very cute comic based on the story of rock, paper, scissors. So it was like rock, paper, scissors. And I was like, oh, it's such a cute story. So it was paper and rock were besties. Like they're best friends. Obviously paper's like hugging rock. And I was like, oh, okay, so that's the concept. Then scissors was jealous of rock and paper. So scissors actually cuts up paper. And I was like, okay. And then rock, out of anger, he crushes scissors for destroying his friend. And I was like, that's a very sad story, but I like it. It was like a little short comic that someone made. OG Mr. Ghost, and because he used small pieces of yellow crystal, Rivix has the power of electricity, but in a small amount, enough to provide energy for an attack, aka moves. I like it. I like it. It's nice and simple. Nothing too crazy out of that. Oops. Let's do this one. What was I even coloring with? This is like so messy looking. I mean, it's fine. It's a little messy, but I was just still like caught off guard when I looked at it. Let's do that. Do this. Let's scroll this down a little bit. And then we could do this. And let's do that. I actually really like this setup, right? Oh, you know what we should do just for like a little more variety with the color. I'm thinking this will be lighter. Wait, where's this one? That one's there. That one's there. And then I want this one there. Okay. Yeah, check this out. Boom. Oh, I like that little the little phasing. Oh, hold up. But then I want to do something else with this. I want to do the same thing with these guys. I know it's like all over the place visually. Do I want to do that? Maybe not. No. Try that again. There we go. We have darker to lighter. Right? Yeah. That's his lore so far. I love it. Yeah, I think it's good. I know. Isn't that such a cute one for the rock, paper, scissors? I thought it was really cute. Also, I'm making my own character for the big project. Ooh, what are you making? Are you sharing it yet or not yet? It's fine if you're not going to share it. I'm not going to like pressure you. You're like, you need to share it. It's fine. Okay, so here, what do I want to do? Do I want to do white? I'm thinking we can do white for the eyes, right? You could do that. Like looking at this. Do this. Do that. There we go. Should clean this up. I'm like looking at it. It's a little not the cleanest. Clean that up. A little bit in here. And there we go. It's funny. I got like a funny comment about because my thumbnail, and I was like, oh, actually, I should change that. I should add myself, my human self. I'll probably remove Ghost Head and I'll put my body there just so people know, because someone was like, oh, I saw it. I thought it was like a VTuber thing. And then they opened it up and it's me, like a person. Like, oh, I was like, well, I like it. I like having my little cartoon characters. Wait, let me change this up. There we go. And then let's add this one. All right, I think we have all the flats. I feel like that looks good. Yeah, I'm looking at it. Yeah, I like this. I like this a lot. Okay. Oh, no. Actually, one thing I want. No, I got to add it on top. I was like about to say, do I want to add that? No, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah. Let's see. Lato, hey, welcome in. Was at the petting zoo with my partner and I got baptized by. Oh, no. That's gross. That is awful. I'm so sorry. And OG Miss. Oh, no, Ripper. Oh, no, it's OG Mr. Ghost. Ravik speaks like a caveman and added that to show that he is still an animal, but he can evolve further. Interesting. If I make Infinite Echoes 2, I'll make Ravik speak better, but he still has small mistakes. That's fine. I think that's wonderful. The skunk definitely premeditated. Ooh, that's such bad luck. Oh, no, and it smells so bad. I do not like it. I mean, I don't think anyone really likes it, do they? Right? Like, be honest. Who would say, oh, I love the smell of skunks? No. I think that's a no. It's not for me. I don't think I've ever met anyone that would say, oh, yeah, I love it. There's a reason it's used for defense. Let's see. Ripper. I will share one thing for now. It will be like kids and adults are working to defeat the bullies for good. Oh. That sounds cute. I'm going off for today. So, see, I have a wonderful day, MS4E. I want to give more personality to my character. You should. I love it. I love it. I love those little things. I don't have. Well, I'll look it up later because I have in my notes. I have things that you should ask about each character. And this is a really a little thing I thought of. I was like, oh, okay, these are key things all characters you should know about your character. You don't have to tell the audience, but the writer should know about their character. All right, let's do this. Yeah, and I was gonna do a purple. Let's do overlay. How's this look? I want to make sure first. Wah. Looks okay, right? Okay. And then let's actually start doing the colors. Just the one? I'm looking, making sure it's the right one I want. Yeah, this is it. Yeah, this is the one I like. I like this brush. This is such a nice brush. It feels very painter-like. It's not quite oh, this is a painter brush. It feels it feels close. It gives me the feel oh, I'm painting. There we go. I know, I literally just darkened it. It's fine, it's fine. All right, so let's do this little outline on the bottom. Just feels you get a little bit of it. Hello, studio. Or yes, well, what should I call you? Yes, how studio. Yo, welcome in. I started streaming Undertale. Oh, very nice. Inspired of more Oh, okay. You're getting more ideas for comedy. I explained the main character, which is Luca. Luca's a great kid who likes to play with rocks and with the drums. Oh, he's throwing rocks, or is he kicking rocks? Because I do remember that as a kid. Some kids like that, playing with kicking rocks and stuff. I remember that. But what's his deal? What's his deal with the rocks? Since you brought it up, I feel like it's it's an actual thing, right? You're oh, he plays with rocks. I'm okay. Let's do. Actually, I don't feel like it's blending the way I want it to. Hold up. Why is it not? Or is it this one? I'm like, wait, those are like the two I like. Kicking rocks, nice. Okay, he's cute. That sounds cute. I could see that easily for a kid. It's like, yeah, I love kicking rocks. And there we go. Kind of like phasing it out a little bit. Yeah. That's one I like about these brushes, that you can like kind of pull them around. Because it feels like paint. And I think that's like a fun way of doing this. Yeah, look at this. See? And I'm able to massage. Oh, no, see? I went too far and I was able to pull it back, which I was like, okay, this is good. This is good. A little bit, just like a little bit of shade. I don't want like too much because I'm going to like the highlight in a specific area. And let's do like this. There we go. And do I want to add more in here? Not really. It looks fine. And OG Mr. Ghost, I have a problem. I keep getting people that beg me to add them into the game, but I would break the story. Nice way to say no, because I've run out of ideas. Oh, okay. It really depends. I feel like with your game, it is very easy to add stuff. You know, in the future, I would love to do that. I think it'll be a really good idea to do a game that is a little more freeform. I think that's what the coin clash works really well for that, which I've spoken to some people who are interested in being part of Coin Clash, but it is right now it's a back burner. I got to like focus on one thing at a time, because if I keep trying to do everything, I'm not going to do anything. You know, I don't want to be rude, you know? Well, it's your idea. Your shading, not bad. Yeah, thank you. I'm glad you're liking it. I've been changing up my art style, you know, because I was doing more of like an anime-esque looking style, but I've changed it up just because I wanted to be a little more painter-like. I want when people see this, like, oh, this is one of the delirium ones, like little delirium piece. I'm like, yes, exactly. That's what I want. I want you guys like, oh, this is like for Ori's. Like, yep. So I changed it up and I was like, okay, this is like a good style for fun. And I like this one, especially this brush, because I'm able to pull it back. Don't want to, yeah, like I said, you don't have to worry about being rude. You're allowed to tell people, hey, you know, there's a limit. There's a, you know, or this thing doesn't work with me. You're allowed to say that. You don't have to be like, oh, you know, this is my idea. Like I've told you guys, I remember like someone like, oh, I would love to do music for you. Like, well, in my game, my game Ori's, because it is so heavily inspired by Caribbean mythology, I want Caribbean music. And I'm probably gonna, when I get to that point of adding music, I actually want to find some Caribbean artists. You know, probably mainly Cuban, just because like that's their main influence. But I wouldn't mind other people like from other countries that are in the Caribbean. Nothing against people who are not Caribbean, but that's because my game is so influenced by it. I want to have a lot of that culture just like naturally built into it. You know, like, yes, like obviously in the future, I'll do other games, different places, maybe some that are not so culturally linked. Changing up styles is great to make up your own unique. Yeah, agreed. See, that's like, I don't know if you could, you know, I guess I could show you briefly. I was playing with different styles. I'll show you. See, I was doing a few. Here, this is the one I'm doing right now. But like last time I was doing this, which is this, like, I actually really like this style that I went with. So it's still like anime-esque, but I've changed up the coloring that I'm doing. This is the one I did before that, which I think it's fine. It's fine, a little more painterly. This one, I'm not a big fan of the style I tried for this one, because I was trying to do painterly, but with like a different brush. It was like a G pen, and I don't think I like it. I was like, after I looked at the coloring, I was like, eh. This one was interesting, but I feel like it was just like, it was such a weird character. This one was very painterly. This was probably the first one I tried, the painterly style. Yeah, this is when I was still doing the anime style. I was doing this anime, more anime-esque, like cartoony anime. And then I was like, you know what? I want to change it up. So I was doing this, and now we're at this one. Which I feel like we're getting closer to what I feel like, okay, this is the style I'm going to do. I think this is it. I think this is like a good one. It's very still stylized and a little anime-esque, but the coloring or the shading is very painterly, which I'm really enjoying. Let's do this. Continue with this. What is this? Hold up. I'm seeing this. I was like, what is this doing here? You don't belong here. Okay. Right? Like this. Okay, like this a little bit. So I'm able to, like I said, pull it back. These are dark. Dark, 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 dark. Dark areas. I'm able to pull it back a little bit. And pull these back as well. Yeah, oh, thank you so much. I'm glad that you like it. Let's see, Ripper, but sometimes he doesn't want to. See as a bad kid as kicking rocks to windows and breaking the drums. Hey, I mean, it happens. Some kids are like that. Some kids like that. Kids, in my opinion, because I've been around a lot of kids. Kids like that, like to use up energy. They like sports. They like, maybe you don't like sports. You need the energy though. You need to take it out. You know, I did martial arts. I did it for over 10 years. You know, and I enjoyed it. And I never had like those issues. But I remember like there were other kids in my studio, you know, that also did stuff with me. And they were like that. They were very like, you could tell they needed to get it out. And I was like, I see it. Like as an adult, I'm like, yeah, I see that. Sometimes you need that. You need that moment to just like release a little bit of frustration or whatever, the energy. Okay, let's see. Let's do this. I think like probably like pull these back because I feel like it's too much on those. And then let's pull that one a little bit more. And just like darken it up a little bit. Let's do this. Pull it in. I'm kind of like a little more variety in color for this. Let's see. OG Mr. Goes. See, this is the problem. My game has a very good story, but I can't add the things like a new character or new areas, like some NPCs, maybe team members. But I mean, like, yeah, like I said, it really depends. You don't have to. You don't have to add everything. You could also even say that they're from another universe. Let's see. Okay, I have to go. Have a wonderful day, OG Mr. Ghost. Let's see. Let's do this. Add that. Yeah, I'm liking this. Let's thin this out a little bit. And just add a little bit of like shading underneath him. Oh, and we should probably do, well, I think it's like very like bug-like wings. So I'm just going to do like that. Yeah, I like that a lot, actually. I think that worked. And then let's do this. Pull these into it as well. These are kind of like blood. Not blood. They're actually supposed to be jam. Because they're imitating Pasta Leon, which is another character. He also likes to play some games like Zelda, Kirby, and Spider-Man. Oh, all solid games. This character has a good taste. It's good taste. Let's see. And then let's do the next one. Also an overlay. Let's do overlay. There we go. And then for this one, I want to do like maybe like a warm. Let's do like almost like an orangey yellow, but like leaning into the whites. Let's see how that looks. Yeah, I think that's good. I look at it and it feels good. Yeah. Well, I had to like check over there because I have multiple screens. And sometimes one screen will look like one color where the other one doesn't. Now let's do this. Kind of like just like adding in a little bit of shine to these stuff. Well, I guess you couldn't see it. Yeah. Let's add in a little bit around here, this area. Add over here. There we go. Add it over here. Oh yeah, that's already making it pop for me. What about you guys? What do you guys think? All right. There we go. Yeah, I like that. And then let's add this. And then we could do that as well. Yeah, okay. I'm like looking over just because I want to have like make sure the coloring or the feel is right. And I think this feels good. which is a good thing. That's like the big part about this. Go, and let's add a little bit in the neck and the top of the head, and a little rim over here, and then we'll bring it over to the other one too as well. Add that into this. There we go. His favorite show is between Adventure Time and Phineas and Ferb. Oh, both solid. Very different though. I would say, well, obviously one's very musical, which is very fun. And the other one is a little more like a comedy, right? It's like a comedy action show. I like them both though. Have you seen, I remember there was like this comic someone made because they mentioned a lot of the stories in Adventure Time based on like D&D campaigns. It's not as if it was like one D&D campaign, but they have mentioned before, like the writers and stuff, like, oh yeah, like some of the stories are based on D&D campaigns we've had, like us as like writers have been playing. Like, cool. But I saw someone made up as if it was an actual D&D campaign. I'm like, oh, that's such a cute idea. So the Finn is like a, you know, he's like a kid, and Jake is his stepbrother. And I was like, oh, I like that. I like that a lot. So like Finn is the one who actually plays D&D. And then Jake is his like stepbrother who's like, hey, we can play. Like, that sounds fun. Like, he's more of like the not a jockey kid, but more like the class clown. And then the Ice King is the DM, which is like, oh, I like that. That's a really fun idea. Who was it? Then I think it was like Marceline is like the cousin. It's like a girl cousin. Then we have, I think, all the other characters. Like BMO's like their friend. Then Princess Bubblegum is like the girl Finn likes or something. Like his friend from class, but he likes her. But she's like not really into him. And I was like, okay, it happens. But I was like, that's a cute idea of like grabbing a story and then turning and changing it up. His least favorite, aka not favorite show, is SpongeBob and Loud House. I'm not a big fan of SpongeBob either. Loud House, I think, is okay. I don't mind it. I've seen it before with Bingo. I think when it came out, it was not my time. I still watch animation. I love animated shows, but I feel like that one, when it came out, I was already like pretty old, and I was like, eh. But Bingo likes it. Bingo likes it, and I've watched it. Like, it's okay. It's not my favorite, but I still enjoy it. I think it's nice. But I could see if they were like, no, SpongeBob. Oh man, I remember in high school, oof, so many people love SpongeBob. I was like, man, I am sorry, but it's not for me. I'd be like, my guys, oh my God, there was this girl in class. So there was this girl in class. She loved SpongeBob, right? She loved it. And I'm not even joking. She would do an impersonation of the laugh every day. And she sat right next to me. And I was like, dude, I remember I was like, come on. This girl's a little annoying. It's funny. It's like nowadays, she's not like famous, but she is like known. So I'm not going to say her name. You know, like she is like a person who isn't like, if you looked up her name, like, oh, she's like a person that's like knowledgeable. Like you could find her. And I was like, that's interesting that she became someone in a particular field. I'm not gonna say what field. In a particular field, you could actually see her. I'm like, oh, that's so cool. Good for her. I think that's so interesting when you look up people who you used to know and you're like, oh, look at this person. What are they doing? Only reason I know is because of my best friend. My best friend, he's like, hey, like, you know, that one girl? I was like, yeah, what about her? I was like, dude, she's like this now. I'm like, really? That's so random and interesting. He's so goofy. Look at this dude. He's like, huh? Oh, I remember. I was supposed to add the colors. I forgot. I was going to add colors. I wanted to do, if you like paint on him, right? I forgot. Oopsie. Here, I'll do that fast. It won't be like a big deal. I just had to add it on. So do like the green. Let's do Maybe like a blue. Right? Like a blue would be nice. So he's like green over here. We could do the blue would be like on him. No. You could just do it like here. There we go. Hey, there we go. That's what I like. So do this. And then like do a little bit over here. There. And then I just want maybe... So we have the blue. We have green. Maybe like... Oh, he's like a reddish. You gotta go. Have a wonderful day, Ripper. I will explain the video of making take about character and their special. Oh yeah, you do. You said you were gonna do that, right? Yeah, I'm excited to see that. Let's see. I'm gonna do. So we got the blue, got the green. I guess I should go with like a red. How's that even gonna look? It's not gonna look good. Orange? Oh, we could do orange. Like an orangey color. It's gonna look like the glasses. No, it doesn't work. Maybe I'll just keep the colors we have. I'll just add on more blue. Yeah, we could do that. We'll add a little more blue. Okay, and then we could do a little bit of the green as well. I could add like a little bit more of the green. And then we could do, where do I want to do it? Maybe like a little, just like a green over here. Like it's splashed over. No, I don't like that one. The last one, I was like, maybe the one. Probably also doing the bottom. I'm going to have like more green, I guess. Yeah, he's looking adorable. Yeah, he looks actually really cute. Okay, oh, you know what I want to do? Now that I'm doing this, let's add to that. Oh, that's actually a really good idea. I didn't like, it's one of those things I did it, but I didn't mean it to look so fun. Yeah, I like that. It's just like a random thing I added in. I miss my friend from school. Oh, that's how Bingo was. Bingo was like, oh, I miss my friend. One of her friends actually stopped going to the school. So she was like, oh, no, my friend. They're no longer going to be there. I'm like, oh, you can still be friends. You just have to like, I don't know, text them or message them or whatever. You know, we could maybe do play dates in the future. But I was like, you don't have to worry. Like, you don't have to go. Like, yes, it's a little more work to meet up with your friends when it's like that. But it's not like when I was a kid. When I was a kid, if someone moved away or something, you're never going to see them. You were never going to see them because there was like, yes, like Facebook, I think. No. It's like MySpace. No, actually, even then, that didn't actually really happen until like high school for me. He's like, middle school is impossible. If someone moved away in middle school, you're never seeing them again. That's it. Bye. I love you. See you next time. Right? That was it. You're never going to see them again. But nowadays, like, come on. You guys got to like play games with each other online. You can still connect. So it's not like, oh, I'm never going to see them again. Like, no, I can see them. There's ways. There's still ways. Let's do actually normal, right? No, access to. Yeah, right? Oopsie. I'm like looking at it. No. That looks bad. Just like add it here. No. Oh, let's do this. I'll just do this on the edge. I think it was too much. Yeah, okay, that's it. That's way better. I was like, I don't know, I'm not feeling it. You know? That's so cute. This guy became like really cute. What do you think of animation? I love animation. I love it. I actually went to school for animation. I didn't get to finish. Just I went to work and I kind of stopped going to college. But I actually went to school for 3D animation, so I love it. I love it. I think it's really good. People have asked me about AI and stuff. Like, what do I think about AI being used for animation? I'm like, well, I have mixed feelings about it. I do, but I do think it would be how can I say it? It'd be lying if I didn't say that it probably will replace a lot of animation, just because like the generated stuff, just like similar as like a mocap. You know, we already have motion capture. So I don't know if you ever seen Mixamo. Mixamo is like some software where they have like a huge library of different mocaps. And I was like, well, they already have that. So from that step to using AI, I don't see it being too far, you know? So I know a lot of people are not going to be happy about that, but I do see it as like a tool. It's going to be used. It's going to be used as a tool for certain things, to amplify art, to make things easier than it used to be. Because I remember like when playing around with that stuff when I was younger, and like, oh man, this is cool, but it's kind of like, it was difficult. It was difficult to do things, and now it's like way easier to do everything. So I can't say like, oh, I hate it. It's like, no, it's gonna be used. You're gonna see it be used in a lot of stuff. But I love art, and I love animation, games especially. I don't know if you know this, I'm actually working on a video game, an action adventure video game, heavily inspired by Caribbean mythology, where you go island to island helping people and creatures, and the creatures help you out too, which I think is really cool and fun. Right now it's still the prototype. It's pretty early in the build. You like run around, jump, you can attack, you do a little bit of magic. Probably tomorrow, because I'm gonna be done with this today. So tomorrow will be a dev day. So I'm excited to do that. Let's see, do this. And let's do this. I'm almost done with this guy. Just like a little bit more and I'll be done with him. Oh, highlight there on the foot. Nah. There we go. Yeah, I like that. That looks good. And then my second to last stage, I like doing this thing as like a rim light. So, because of the color, I had to actually really think about what do I want to do for the rim light. Because I have like a bunch of colors on this. So I need a very bright color. All the way bright. Let's see how this looks for the rim light. No. The green doesn't look bad. Okay, I'll do the green as my rim light. So rim light is just like this little extra bit I like doing, like adding. Just because I saw it in photography years ago. I saw somebody use it and I was like, what? I was like, excuse me. It was like a picture, and what they did, so in the picture, it was like very dark, and they had this light. It was like very far away light. It was like a different color. So I guess here I have rim light of like a magenta, just because of the little sprites I have in the bottom. But I thought it was such a cool effect in photography, so I started doing it for my drawings. So it's like this really far away light that's lighting up the scene in a random color. Whatever color I choose. I usually go with green though, I guess. Green and like a very strong magenta are my favorites. Sometimes I'll do the blue though. Yeah, let's do this. Oh, and also I need the background. Let's do that. So I am missing like a few more things now that I thought about it. So hold up. You nice and happy? Nice. I love it. There we go. But how are you guys? I mean, I know it's like, oh, it's already at the end, like towards the end of the stream. I know, but I'm just curious. How are you guys? Like actually, genuinely, how are you? For me, like I said, I've been excited. Been a little busy with work and stuff, but I'm happy. I'm happy. I'm lucky enough that I work remotely, like mainly. So I get to spend a lot of time with my fiance and with my daughter. I love it. And we're close to the beach, so I get to go to the beach pretty often. You know, and I was actually telling my daughter I was like, hey, isn't it awesome? We get to you go to school, and after school we can go to the beach and just hang out for a bit. She's like, yeah, it's awesome. I was like, yeah, I bet you a lot of parents don't take their kids just because they can't. They work at like a building or something. I used to work in an office, like an actual office. So I was like, yeah, my parents did too. So I remember that growing up. Yeah, I like this. Right? I'm looking at it. Oh, you know what I could do? Let me play with this. No. See how this looks. How's that look? No. I was like, no, I ruined it. Let's go back. And then let's do the underneath. Is there anything there? No. I could do like a blue? Purple? No. Orange. I'm like looking for a background color. Right? Sometimes I'll do a scene. I think next time I'll try to do a scene with this guy. Or not this guy, but like another character. I think like this. And then we could do the... What's it called? I was going to do... Where I do like the outline. I like that little outline I was doing last time. Where is it? Not that one. Probably could do it right here. Do like the blue. Ooh, that icy blue. I like it. All right. I'm going to grab... Is it this one? No. It is... That one? No. No. Oh, you know where I should put this? I should put it way underneath everything. I was just like thinking about it right now. Yeah, I think it's this one. I'm like looking at it. Like, I don't know. Okay, this is it. This is the one I was using last time. And I thought it was cool. I liked it. I like the effect. Because it gives it like that ghosty feel to it. Hey, the Great Atlas. Kind of like wrap it up in a little bit. But you can hang out. Just saying means I'm almost done with this. You know, I'm like already at the end of this, the stream. Yeah, I'm liking this. I like it. Yeah, like this. Putting it up, around. And let's see that. Oni, will you? No! No, I will not. I'm sorry. That's a no-go for me. I think you have to find somebody else. What are you going to do when they actually say yes? What are you going to do? If someone's like, well, like when you say, will you marry me? They're like, yeah. You're like, uh-oh. Isn't there a movie like that? I think there's a movie. There's literally a movie like that where this guy, he's talking about proposing. He's like, I'll propose to anybody or something like that. I think he was going to propose to his girlfriend, but I think his girlfriend dumped him or something like that. And he ends up proposing to somebody, like a random person. And they're like, sure. And he's like, huh? They're like, yeah, sure. They said, sure. And then they end up doing it backwards, getting married and meeting each other. It was really funny. They will say no, but if someone says yes, they will marry someone. Yeah. You're like, what are you gonna do when they say yes? I see you keep saying it. I'm like thinking about it. What are you gonna do? Or are you just gonna take it back? Like, no, I didn't want to. I didn't mean it. Just saying. You never know. Seems like one of those like Hallmark movies, right? It probably was. I just don't remember. Let's do this. And pull that over here. do that. There we go. Look at that. Oh, I love it. And then we could do this. And we're almost done. Let's do that. And then we could do this. And let's add just a little bit like flair to it. You know what I'm talking about? A little like, these are spirits. That is like one thing I would probably say these people like, oh, like, are they like Pokemon? Like kind of? Like yes and no. It's like, imagine Pokemon mixed with like Shaman King, you know, kind of, a little bit. Yeah. It's funny, it's like my friend was actually the one that brought it up to me when I was talking about my concept for the game. And he was like, oh, so it's like Pokemon mixed with Shaman King. I was like, yeah. I was like, exactly. Because he knows I love Shaman King. That is like one of my favorite like old ones like I used to watch as a kid. I used to read it. And I thought it was so good. But yeah, I was like, oh, okay. So it's like Shaman King, but in the Caribbean a little bit. I'm like, yeah, like literally, that's what it is. Let's do. What is it? No. Oh, and then I should add a, what's it called? One last layer for the shadows. We could do overlay. So I actually get the similar color. No, I don't like that one. No, hold it. There we go. And then I do this one. I know I just mentioned that they're spirits, but they do have like some solidity to it. Yeah, what do you guys think? I think they're pretty fun. And I am good. I think we're good. Right? Yeah, I think we're good. It was nice and fun. I had a lot of fun doing this one. This was Singularity from Dead by Daylight. Came out awesome. Ah, thank you so much. All right, I'm out of here, guys. Thank you so much. Yes, Isabel, Great Atlas, OG, Mr. Ghost, Ripper, Gamer. Let's go back. There was a few people. Let's see. The Great Atlas, thank you so much. MS4E, Lato the Third, thank you so much. I think Dragon was also here. Dragon, thank you so much for hanging out. Earlier on, Isabel, I'm pretty sure I said it, but I'll say it again. Also, Flopix. Oh, no, I don't think I said hi to Flopix. Well, hi and bye to Flopix. Ronora, what's your name now? Solaris. Ronora Solaris. And let's keep going. I'm looking for everyone. I like to say goodbye. I think that's it. And all the lurkers. Thank you guys for hanging out, for liking, subscribing, doing all that awesome stuff that helps me out. Hope to see you all very soon. See you next time. Goodbye.